All right, hello and welcome back on a Saturday night as we get ready to kick off our first game of the night, as we are going to have the Birmingham Bandits taking on the Missouri Mudcats. Should be an interesting game. Both teams definitely need the win, so we'll see how it goes. But let's run through our week as we get started. You can see 5 games played. Most of them in the not very close variety, with the top 3 being sweeps, but we do have a 4-game and a 5-game series as well. And as a result of that, as we move to our standings, the separation has remained, and we also have clinched 6 teams this week. We'll explain exactly why once we get to our scenarios, but yeah. So you can see the jump to the teams below them, with 3 waiting at a tie right below Birmingham, then New Mexico, then the Mudcats. Well, we'll go through our scenarios quickly since it's all decided. You can see these 3 teams clinched because Casey lost, and then the rest of things went their way, except for Honolulu obviously losing to Atlanta. Here, Erie and Luxor both clinched with our win, and Boston clinched with their win as well as Casey losing, although Deadwood had also lost by that time. On our last screen, Missouri had the chance to be eliminated. However, because none of Casey, Deadwood, or Madison won, we're going to say they can't be eliminated this week. But don't get me wrong, if they lose, they are just about as close as you can come to being eliminated. So definitely still a must-win series for them, but we won't see a graphic posted about it if they lose. Moving to our stats, Jared and Breezy are your key players. Averages are in favor of Birmingham apart from saves. And you can see a 5-game losing streak and a 2-series worst record for Missouri up against a 1-game winning streak for Birmingham. So even though it's only a couple standings positions separating them, still a pretty clear divide, and it definitely feels like Birmingham should be our favorites here. I mean, this is a Birmingham team we even saw take down Luxor a couple weeks ago. And who'd they beat last week as well? Yeah, they beat Atlanta last week too. So this is a Birmingham team. Obviously, they're not going to have Sierra again this week. They'll instead have, I think, Brandon was the one day we saw subbed in. So not going to have their full roster, but this is a team that 2 of their 3 wins are against top teams, and their 3rd win is against... Yeah, they've beaten Atlanta, Erie, Luxor. So all 3 teams they've beat have 6 or more wins. Their strength of victory is currently 704. That is absurd, and that just shows how strong this team can be. The problem is they also have 5 losses, so if they win this, they separate themselves above that bottom pack of teams. But if they lose, they stay in that race, and it is a chaotic one. And of course, for Missouri, they have a win as well. That one coming against New Mexico a couple weeks back. Obviously, 5 weeks back, or I guess 6. But this is a team we've also seen be competitive, take teams to 5 games. And we just got to see them get across that line, as we do have everyone in. If I have to make a prediction, I don't know how well Brandon will play, but otherwise, I'm probably leaning Birmingham. They do still have Nessie and Jared, who I think are 2 of their best players. So if I'm making a prediction, I'm going Birmingham. As far as a score, Missouri, like I said, have been a team to make it close. I'm going to go with a 3-0 just to be bold. But Missouri have had a quality that they've tended to just at least get a game. So if I was just going to pick the safe option, I would probably go 3-1, and I don't know. But as we do load in here, game number 1, we are going to have Birmingham in their light blue and Missouri in orange. So both teams with their primaries. And we'll see who can get it done. Dishonor draw for this one down. Jared there to dunk it away. Messi now straight up in the air again. He'll try to follow. He'll go for a shot, but T-Mac is there for the save. Now Brandon going to slow it down again. Look for the play across. Drop down to Jared. It's 50'd away by T-Mac. Messi now back off the corner. Looks for a double. Gets it back away. Jared there blocked away. Brandon over off the left wall. Drops it down off the backboard again. Now Dishonor dives past it. Breezy gets bumped off. Nessie now 50 up off the right side. Team bumps come through. Jared looking for the play down and thinking about a cut, but won't be able to find it. Now Brandon, another one passed across. Nessie towards the back wall, or just straight in. Nessie gives Birmingham the first lead. 1-0. The Bandits are going to play from in front. They've had the pressure, now they get the goal. Now this one played forward again towards the back wall. It'll get blocked away. Breezy trying to pop it up high in the air. He'll jump to follow. 5 feet away though by Brandon. Now a team bump. Missouri are scrambling. Brandon trying to chase it. It's out off the corner. Now dunked back away again. Nessie just going to have to leave because Dishonored on the dribble. Jared, though, good 50 out to the side. He'll think about following it. Will knock it away, but it'll only get to the midfield before it's sent right back in. High in the air. Brandon will have to save it. Breezy now thinking about cutting, but it's Dishonored to take it first. He'll pass it back. He'll flick it across, but the 50 won by Jared. Dropping down Brandon there, but a little bit too far across. Now another one towards the net. T-Mac can't get it. Brandon makes it 2. No one able to jump. T-Mac too far off the line. And so it gets by them. And the Bandits are given another goal. Now out off the corner, Nessie. Got to send this one long downfield. Jared up early. Won't be able to get there because Breezy is first. T-Mac now another good speed play. Will force to the corner. Nessie now low boost. Has to play it. Tried to slow it down. Will try to go under one, but T-Mac's still on it. Now off the back wall, but Brandon gets up early and gets that one away. Now over to the side. Breezy already waiting. Drop down off the corner. T-Mac there. Up high in the air. It'll drop back down, but well read by Brandon. He'll force it out to the side. Now Dishonored. Another one across. Nessie up off the right wall. This one dropping down. Jared gets it downfield. Brandon not able to reach that one. Now T-Mac a roller across. Breezy waiting behind it, thinking about a flick. Will sit under it. Now around the corner. Look for the pass back, but Brandon just takes it away. We've definitely seen Missouri pushing forward into the offensive half, but it still feels like we aren't seeing them get the threat across. And this one now is dropped down again. Dishonored around the outside. This one played down. Nessie, another one downfield. Off the sidewall, it'll bounce straight up. Nessie looked for a bump, but there's no one to get, and T-Mac is able to bounce it away. Dishonored now down the sideline, bumped off by Jared. Dishonored straight up in the air. Everyone kind of waiting under it. It'll be Nessie to get the send out. Now T-Mac another one forward, bumped out by Breezy. T-Mac on it, pinch around, but it's a bit too strong. And Breezy can't turn it into a shot. Down off the ceiling, it's Brandon to send it away. It'll fall wide. Breezy now trying to dribble it out, but it'll give it up to Nessie. Nessie now another dunk. That'll go all the way to the other corner. Dishonored already on it. This one dropping down. Played out to the side. Nessie now off the corner. It'll roll around. T-Mac pinch away. Nessie try to drop it across. Brandon diving, and it's down off the ceiling. Breezy now another one sent long. T-Mac able to get a demo on that, but in the end it's just Brandon to cut it off. It feels like we've had a little bit of back and forth, but Missouri really just haven't been able to get that threat. Haven't been able to get many shots. That one a chance, but Dishonored just drops it wide. And apart from that one isolated opportunity, not a lot happening. And Birmingham have just kind of drawn this game out and taken their win. They still hold on to their 2-goal lead, and as the time ticks down into the final 10 seconds, Jared might add another, saved by T-Mac. Nessie on the follow, that one's wide, but that'll waste the time away. The clock hits 0. Never mind, Nessie adds one more, and we got to play another kickoff. But, of course, as a result of all of this, the game will be won by Birmingham. They get that early goal. They add another in the middle. And then as it runs on, they just simply run out of time. And so, Birmingham take the first game by a score of 3-0. Let's see how the shots look. It is going to be an outshooting 7-4 for the Bandits. So they outshoot by 3, they outscore by 3. A clean conversion. But honestly, the main thing, 4 shots. Don't remember most of them for the Mudcats. And of course, they're still getting outshot, and they're the ones getting scored on. So I think pretty clearly some things to work on and try to improve on for the Mudcats. Need to get more meaningful pressure, and then need to obviously get goals on the board. But let's see if they can tackle it as we load in now. Game number 2. Birmingham are 1 ahead, but in the best of 5, they need 2 more. Can they take the next step, or will Missouri bring it back? This one sent long into the corner. It's Jared to pick it up. T-Mac to dive in first, and he will get the dunk across. Now it falls to Brandon. Brandon popping up with it. This one flicked out. Nessie is there. Shot down off the post. So close, but not quite in. Out to the side again. Nessie not able to get to that one. Popped up by Dishonor. Now it's Brandon to send it away. Over off the left side. T-Mac waiting on it. Able to get a 50 on that, but it's still controlled next by Jared. Jared from the sidewall bounces it forward, and it's Dishonored to get the save away. Now cleared downfield. And it'll fall to Jared again. Breezy, though, a big 50 in the air. T-Mac maybe a little bit close. We'll be able to knock it down, but it's only the other corner. And Brandon will get another send away. Breezy over to the side. Brandon trying to jump up. Will get it downfield. Around the outside. Dishonored trying to play it out. Brandon the dunk. This one dropping in. Breezy to send away. Nessie trying to drop it down. T-Mac now plays it off the sidewall, but it's only down to Jared again. He'll play it forward, and T-Mac gets a little bit too awkward. Jared gets the first goal. One nothing Bandits. T-Mac a little bit too panicky, a little bit too far out. Gets a touch, but it's only to force it into his net. And the Bandits will once again start out with the first goal, as now it's Brandon on it again. 50 out off the right side. This one sent in. Nessie forced to chase it back, thinking about the drop down, but now it's Jared to get it away. Off the side wall, Dishonored try to play it forward, flicked up in the air. Now Jared out off the sidewall again. T-Mac down off the ceiling. Brandon, 50 straight away. Jared turns on it, thinking about the jump. Gets a 50, it'll roll down towards the net. Brandon scores again. 2-0. Birmingham extend the lead. Jared wanted to read himself, but his teammate gets it for him. Now Nessie off the right side. Dishonored bouncing it in, sent away by Jared. Now off the left wall again. Brandon looking for a shot. T-Mac will drop it down. Nessie not able to reach that one. T-Mac now across again. Looking for a dribble. And the pop. 2-1. Smurfy, I'm saying no, but like basically. I wouldn't, but okay, first we'll focus on this because T-Mac, that was a great goal. Dribbles forward, cuts, pops, and puts this game back within 1. That's the Mudcats' first goal of the series. Now back to Smurfy asking if the Mudcats need to win this game. So, Casey, Deadwood, and Madison all lost. So I'm saying no. However, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they actually would be. Because, you know, they're like so far backs against the wall, but Breezy bringing back this game. We'll lock back in for a moment here. Nessie trying to get it away. It just falls to T-Mac. He'll catch it across, and then Breezy, absolute slaughter right down the middle. Jared does get a piece, but not enough to save it out. And so we're back to a tie game here. So yeah, basically like I said at the start of the stream, they all but need it, but we won't be posting an elimination if they do lose, you know? So I think it would be nigh impossible for them to make it in if they lose, but that's not all the way to impossible, I guess. And this one's down off the ceiling. I mean, their win is over New Mexico. That could help them. As this one shot in, though, Jared gives Birmingham the lead right back. 3-2. Birmingham regained the lead. Yeah, I mean, Missouri beat New Mexico and still play Deadwood. And so I think there might be a world off those tiebreakers they might be able to get in. But, I mean, they play Honolulu next week, so they shouldn't win that. And I feel like it's entirely possible that, like, Madison beat Birmingham week 11, and then they can't catch up anyway, you know? So I think their chances are very slim, but maybe not zero. This one out to the side by Nessie. It'll drop back out. Brandon on it. Pops it up. That should be just high. No one clears, but no one can hit the shot either. Now Dishonored picks it up. And then over off the side. Nice one dropping down. Nessie not able to get to that one. Now bounced away. Shooter there. It's off the post. And Nessie sweeps it away again. Yeah. Pretty much Smurfy. This one's off the back wall. It'll bounce back out. No one on that until Dishonored tries, but Jared blocks it away. Now an attempted pitch across by T-Mac. It'll fall to Brandon. He'll bounce it up in the air. Now T-Mac off the sidewall again. Nessie trying to pop it out. He'll fall under it. Dishonored. Double. It's off the post, but Breezy gets it through. Missouri tie the game again. Dishonored. The double is so close. He might have even got another touch back there. And then it's Breezy able to close the gap and shoot that one through. 25 seconds to go. We're all tied up. Brandon, though. Birmingham steal it right back. The kickoff betrays the Mudcats. And Birmingham will maintain their lead. Off the left wall. No one on that one. Nessie trying to bounce it forward. That one going back. It's open. It's 5-3. Nessie, the hit forward, dunked by Jared back into Nessie. And that opens up an open net. Nessie doubles the lead. And that should all but secure a Game 2 win as Birmingham were challenged, but they will close it out, and they will secure match point. That one goes a little bit wide. We'll see if they get it back. That's off the bar, and Nessie will shoot it through. So for the second time in this series, Birmingham will get a goal at 0 seconds, or pretty close. It was, of course, at 1 second last game. But doesn't really matter to the final score, just +1 on the goal diff as the Bandits take the game 6-3. Let's see what the shots look like. Another one out shooting. Pretty close, though, as it's 11-9. So they outshoot by 2. Once again, they outscore by 3. I think definitely a much better game for the Mudcats as they're able this time to get 3 goals on the board, but the final moments, they just kind of fall apart. Of course, you have that kickoff goal to give a lead, then another one to extend the lead, and then, of course, that 0 second goal. So, yeah, I mean, a much better game for Missouri. That one gives you the confidence that they can compete, but defense needs to play a whole game as we do load into game number 3. As you might have seen there, Dishonored will step out. Chipmunk will step in. So, we now have we have a change up in the roster for the Mudcats. We'll see if that's enough to help give them a little bit more momentum that they might need. This one will bounce out, though. Jared, early shot. Breezy will make the save. Chip up for this one. It'll get bounced away again. Now off the left wall. Breezy is there towards the back wall. Chipmunk bounced straight up in the air. T-Mac now up for it. Jared gets it out off the corner. Chip, now another one popped across. Chipmunk there. Immediate impact. He gives Missouri first blood. 40 seconds in. 37 to be exact. Chipmunk dug straight through. And the Mudcats will get what I believe should be their first lead. This one now down off the ceiling again. Won't able to reach that now. It bounces up over Nessie. T-Mac down the sideline. Brandon already on it. This one will get cleared away. Now Breezy bounced out again. Chip already on it. Out in the air. Nessie up early. Bounce it and force it into the corner. I will look for a bump. Won't find anything. And Breezy will get past midfield. There, it's picked up by Jared. He gets bumped off, but Brandon will pick it up quickly, and he'll go from the sidewall, pop forward. On target. It's in. Brandon ties it up. Just a pop out and a pop up just over the diving defender and too high for any others to reach. Birmingham do give up the first goal, but they get it right back. And the pressure is on the Mudcats once more. So now we're on the right side. T-Mac trying to pop it up. He'll get another one up off the back wall. It'll drop down. Brandon up. They're all awkward. Breezy is there. It's high. Chipmunk saved by Nessie. Right place, right time. Nessie gets another save. And Birmingham keep the game even. This one really centered, but it bounces up way too high for the Mudcats. Chipmunk will try, and it's a heavy touch back. But it's just T-Mac who has to hit it backwards. Now bouncing out off the back wall. Nessie out off the corner. Chip off the right side again. T-Mac chopping this one down. It's on a dribble. Jared trying to play it across. 50'd in by Chip. Now bouncing it across. Jared trying for the dribble, takes the shot, popped up by Nessie. Brandon's in the air. It's off the bar again. Nessie sweeping shot, can't turn it on target, and he'll take the control instead. Now another pass across, but no one's there to dive for it. Approaching the halfway mark. We're still tied up at 1 here, but it feels a little bit fragile for Missouri as we've seen a lot of push for Birmingham. And now another dribble trying to slow it back. This one forced across. Brandon dunked back away. Now off the corner, dropping down. Nessie not able to get that one. T-Mac shot, it's off the bar. Chipmunk gives Missouri another lead. 2 goals for Chip. And the Mudcats are up by 1 again. Just over 2 minutes to go. And they find themselves with a slight advantage. This one off the corner, dropping down. Nessie shooting him forward. Chip now around the outside again. Trying to follow this one up. It'll get pinched forward. Now Breezy around the corner. It'll get cleared away again. Brandon up the left side. He'll get the air dribble across, looking for a pass. Jared is there. He'll pop it on target, but Chip has plenty of time to parry it away. Jared, though, the follow. That's right through. Jared ties the game. He gets the first shot. It's blocked away, but he recovers and goes again. And just like that, it is 2-2. Now it's Breezy up in the air. This one bouncing away. Here downfield, it'll bounce just off the post. Jared now getting it away. Nessie out off the side. Chip trying to clear it back. This one bounced forward by Jared. Now it's off the corner again. Nessie looking for a shot down. but Chip will get the save. Brandon moving in, he'll go over one. T-Mac's alone. He tries to fake, but T-Mac gets the save. Chip now turns on it, he'll go even on that 50. Final minute to play here. T-Mac gets a child straight across. Breezy drops it down. Brandon will turn it the other way. T-Mac now picks it up. He'll go by one. He'll go by two. It's centering. T-Mac. Mudcats remain ahead of the curve. It is 3-2 for Missouri. Lead taken for the third time this game, but can they hold it? Nessie says no. Once again, it's the kickoff, and Birmingham find another equalizer. Three. We remain tied. And T-Mac breaks it again. How many times must we repeat? Ask Missouri as T-Mac gets his second. Just a clean read and clean shot on the left side. So that goes right by him. And now 45 seconds. The time that Missouri must wait, which in this game feels like an eternity. But this one a good 150 again. That one off the post. Chip gets saved by Brandon. Jared now up the left wall trying to get it away. Breezy going the wrong direction. Nessie passed back to Brandon. A little bit too hot though, and he'll have to catch it over to the right side. Now up off the ceiling, Brandon will have to fake it down. T-Mac abandoned, gets a good first touch as he'll air dribble out, but now he loses control. Nessie's shot off the bar. Chipmunk will send it to the side. Brandon now on it, even on the 50, but it's too far for Nessie. Chip will get it away. Birmingham have scored late in each of the first two games. Can they do it again? Breezy pops it up in the air. Clock shows 0. It falls. Missouri get one back. I said if I wanted to be safe, I would have gone 3-1 because Missouri seemed to find a way, and they will do so once again. Last game they were battling, but just behind the curve until they gave it up. This time they're battling and just ahead of the curve until they finally close out the game. And so we load on game number 4. The reverse sweep is a long road, and they're just at the start, but they have reached that start. Can they keep it moving, or can Birmingham close it out as we move to Utopia Coliseum? Jared in the air trying to follow this one. It gets bounced down, then blocked over to the side. This one bouncing out. It's off the crossbar, bouncing down. Nessie is there. One, 0 for Birmingham again. Once again, take a lead. Now we wonder, will they close it out? Because Missouri, the only one they've been able to win was the one where they were consistently getting leads. So can they now bounce back from a deficit like they did in game 2? But then can they also actually get ahead and score multiple in a row? This one now bouncing around, 50 up in the air, sitting on the goal line, but Breezy will get there to sweep it away. Up the side wall. Nessie around the corner. This one passed across. Jared not able to get there. That one off the post, playing forward, but not quite in. Pass back by Nessie. Jared just blocked down. Brandon in the air. Shot on the corner, but Breezy's able to send it away. And they're not able to reach that one. Chipmunk the light clear away. Brandon trying to follow it, will pass it down. Jared gets the shot and the goal. It's 2-0. Birmingham extend the lead. It was a clean pass down. And then the finish just relying on a miss, and that miss does arise. Now off the sidewall again, Breezy a bit slow on it, but that does allow him to get it by Nessie. Brandon now pop off the side, he'll get the double just wide, bouncing out, Jared sinks it. 3-0. Birmingham once again extend the lead as Jared able to get that follow-up. Now off the back wall by Nessie, bouncing out. Breezy a little bit slow back to it, but he does win out on the challenge. Still though, Birmingham stay with it. Jared pass across. Brandon just 50 away. Now T-Mac trying to break out. Missouri, of course, a lot of time, but it feels like they need to get started soon. Chip off the sidewall, pitch forward, but it's blocked by Brandon. Breezy, that one to free space, and it's only caught by Jared. Jared now towards the ceiling. Brandon already pre-jumped. Jared won't quite get it to him, but he will get a follow-up 50. As now Breezy trying to get it away, has the space, going for the dribble, but Brandon gets back in plenty of time and gets that one out to the side. T-Mac now the high pass, but 2 jump, and they force it away as Chip will try to keep it in, but it's just up high in the corner. Nessie a touch by 1, catch almost under a second, but T-Mac's able to get a piece. Now popped away again, Breezy shot down, but saved away by Nessie. This one dropping down. T-Mac already up. Pop up towards the back wall. Nessie will now float it over to the right side. Chip winning it forward. Chip around the outside. Brandon now poke away. Dropping down. It's Jared off the right wall. He'll catch. He'll look for a 50. It'll pop up in the air from Nessie. Now Chip on it again. This one sent down the sideline. Brandon look for a catch. This one's popped up. T-Mac. He'll lose out on the challenge, but he did at least get the challenge. As now Breezy will have free space for the follow, and he'll get it all the way away. Dropping down, T-Mac a floater, but it's saved to the side by Jared. As we drop below 90 seconds to go. Much more akin to that first game. Birmingham get that early lead, and now they have just held on to it, but they're gonna get another. First of the game for Brandon. 4-0. Brandon gets the 50 down. It goes a little bit high, but T-Mac, nothing he could do there. Lands in the wrong place, and it skips off of him and in. Now this one pushed across. Chipmunk gonna pass it back. Going the wrong way, though. It just goes in. That is a hat trick for Jared in the worst way. That just feels bad. But hey, it goes in. And it's 5-0 for Birmingham. And that should all but cement that this series is going to end here. So, like we kind of predicted in the pregame, this Missouri team can put up a fight, and they always seem to take a game. But one game won't cut it. They're gonna fall short again. As the time runs down, their time in the season will do the same. Again, not officially eliminated, but an uphill battle's an understatement. As they have Honolulu next week, they need to win out, and they will also need probably a pretty substantial amount of help. As T-Mac will get one back, so that does make it 5-1. But again, that should, emphasis on should at this point, be inconsequential on the game at large. Final 30 seconds here, though. Let's see if we can get any other garbage time goals. This one forced off the sidewall. Nessie blasts another one, but it's saved away by Breezy. That was a clean recovery. Jared now headed the wrong way, but Brandon will get there to sweep it to the side. Brandon now even another challenge, though it is one actually by Breezy. He'll fake a shot, bounce it across. Nessie against Chip. He'll win it out. Another save for Nessie. And that'll waste away just about the rest of the time. Brandon slow plays the 50. Jared off the corner. Fake back. Nessie plays it to the side. The time will hit 0. Birmingham will take the win in 4 games. And that will all but secure, I want to say, their spot in the playoffs. Close there for Missouri, but they don't get another goal. And so Birmingham take it by a score of 5-1. Not a lot to look at in terms of stats. And so we will just move over and we will get ready for potentially an interview. Let me 1 second to get a little bit reset, and then we will ask about that. But, I mean, yeah, it just feels like Birmingham, like we said, had more pressure. And the last game obviously gets away. And we are going to have an interview. And so we will be right back in just 1 moment. And we are back with Birmingham. You guys get a win in 4 games. How's it feel?
I don't know why we dropped game 3, if I'm being honest.
We're just
we
trolling.
won. Yeah, I mean, honestly. But
yeah, I
won.
low-key sold.
I believe it.
Yeah, something like that. Is that just kind of why you felt like that game was different? Just kind of you guys not really reaching the same form?
We were trying to give Jared saves.
Oh
yeah,
of course,
Jared,
of course.
Jared kept going like, I need saves for, like, he wants to be top of the stat leaders. And yeah.
He wasn't performing as a goalie.
Like, not even like he was purposely driving back in that game to try and get saves. So.
Fair. And Brandon, I'll ask you, first game, how does it feel? Looked pretty good on the outside.
It feels good. It feels good. I'm looking forward to more.
Getting
maybe.
drafted.
yeah. Maybe next season.
Absolutely. And I will also just ask, why do you think that 4th game was so one-sided? Was it just kind of you guys saying, all right, we got to win this, and just locking back in?
Partially. But I feel like we were laughing in call almost the whole doing goofy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like we did click a little bit more in that 4th game. It just, everything made sense again.
Fair enough. Now, at least for Nessie and Jared, next week you guys are slated to play Inchin. Bit of a tough game. How do you feel about that one?
It'll be a game. We'll see what happens. I'm not counting us out, but I'm not going to say, oh yeah, we're definitely going to, because, I mean, I don't know. We performed like shit in the weeks prior, so.
Mars is drunk.
Always a possibility. Could happen again. And then more broadly, I'll ask a prediction. This does put you guys 1 game ahead of most of the pack for the playoff race. Do you think you guys make it into that top 8?
I think it's definitely possible. I don't know the scenarios and like what would need to happen for us to win. Other than like us just winning out, I don't know what could happen, but I feel like we can definitely win. So we won this one. I think we can win. We're gonna win. I think our last week.
I think that's the most important for you.
Yeah.
I think a win next week might.
Inchin is Inchin.
Yeah.
Squad.
Win next week puts you in a good spot, but I feel like it mostly comes down to that final week, probably.
Yeah, especially because they're lined up with us in record, so.
Yeah, they'll be in the race for sure. Madison.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's about all I have for you guys. So congratulations on the win, and good luck next week.
Appreciate it.
All right. And that does it for our first series. So, like we said, Birmingham just a little bit cleaner, a little bit more threatening. That will give them the win here in 4 games. So that puts them in a good position for the playoffs. So like we were just saying, they probably still need to at least 1 more win. And then looking over at Missouri, that puts them on the verge of elimination, though technically not quite there. But that does it for the first game of the night. We are going to have another one in 20 minutes, stream live in 10. So we hope to see you then. But your final score here one last time, Birmingham 3, Missouri 1. We'll be back in just a little bit.